There are many individuals who have won immense sums of money from MrBeast challenges, but today we're going to discuss the top 9 winners and what happened to them after the victories in Jimmy's challenges. What we found during our research on these folks even took us by surprise. But before we start, we have something prepared for you. If you would like us to upload it soon, aren't you curious to know why the MrBeast employees are disappearing? Well, if there are many likes in this video and you subscribe to the channel, you will have it very soon. So without further ado, let's start with Cam, who clinched one of the most significant events in YouTube history. Cam was among the 456 participants in the Squid Game challenge, with a reward of $456,000 hosted by MrBeast. This remains to this day the most viewed video on his channel. Cam initially believed he was too late to join in. Jimmy posted a TikTok video stating that if he got 10 million likes, he'd recreate the Squid Games in real life. And given his fame, he achieved that with ease. He then posted another TikTok stating he'd pick random followers to compete. Unsurprisingly, a multitude of fans were keen, and with over 1 million people chiming in, it seemed almost impossible to get picked. Cam dropped a comment 2 days after the video was released questioning, "Am I still in time?" and shockingly received a reply from MrBeast just minutes later. Jimmy asked him to follow back, which he did. Shortly thereafter, he was chosen for the Squid Games event and was eventually brought to the filming location. Cam successfully completed all the games and ultimately emerged as the overall champion, taking home $456,000. After his victory, he mentioned that former friends immediately reached out seeking financial assistance. Naturally, he ignored such requests. There were also imposter accounts claiming to be the rightful winners of the prize. Cam found this amusing and even befriended the individual impersonating him. He expressed his intention to use the prize money to secure his future, assist his family and true friends, and give back to the community. Yet Cam wasn't the only one to responsibly manage a substantial win from Jimmy. Last September, John Henrik participated in one of MrBeast's most grueling challenges. He was placed inside a circle for 100 days with a shot at $500,000. Personally, I believe this was the most intense challenge on the channel. John endured harsh weather conditions, a marching band, overnight fireworks, clowns, and the incessant noise of a jarring alarm. To make matters more tempting, offers of $100,000 and $250,000 were made to persuade him to exit the circle prematurely. He declined both offers, leading to his house being utterly wrecked and split in two. Despite the odds, when the timer finally hit zero, a grand celebration ensued. John then rejoined his family to accept a hefty $500,000 check. It's unbelievable. After his ordeal, John took to social media to share his achievements. He finally relished a proper meal, having survived on canned food for 100 days. His first purchase post-challenge was a John Decree cap to replace his old, dust-covered one from the festivities. The positive feedback from his followers on his posts motivated him to delve deeper into the YouTube sphere. He attended Fit Summer and grew increasingly passionate about content creation. That's when he decided to start his TikTok account, posting videos about his life post-MrBeast challenge. His debut TikTok revealed that his wife got a new dog during his time in the circle, which they named Jimmy. Sharing snippets from his fantastic vacations, he confirmed he still possessed the Ryan Than coin and gave insights into his daily life on his farm. The whole experience not only made him a huge fan of MrBeast, but also landed him a full-time role as development director for Jimmy, all within the month he posted that video. It seems like John's now living his dream life, announcing his major purchase on TikTok a few months back. A stunning house in North Carolina. While they still own the Oklahoma farm, they're officially relocating to this new residence. Thanks to his stint with MrBeast, John has built a remarkably successful career. However, perhaps not as triumphant as Bella and Dylan from Diblogs. They had a thriving YouTube channel for several years before featuring in a MrBeast video. They now boast over 1 million subscribers and clinched $500,000 when they won the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory recreated by MrBeast in January 2022. Jimmy released a video titled The World's Most Dangerous Escape Room, where he introduced his new snack venture, firms coupled with an upcoming challenge. With a hint of mystery, he mentioned a trip to compete in a chocolate factory for a video. As expected, people started purchasing the snacks in massive quantities to discover the golden ticket. Dblogs had the same thought and spent $1,000 on those snacks, providing them with multiple contest entries. They eventually discovered the ticket, and just 15 days later, they received a package from someone affiliated with MrBeast. Dylan had the opportunity to compete for the chocolate factory and impressively won it, managing to stun none other than Gordon Ramsay during the final challenge. He wasn't sure if he was about to exclaim, "This is the worst cake," but instead he commented, "Not bad at all. This deserves a 7 out of 10. Well done." Jimmy later bought back the factory for $500,000 since its maintenance alone would cost around $100,000 annually. Dylan decided to use this money to host a $5,000 giveaway, tip pizza delivery drivers a total of $500, and purchase a farm. They've continued to produce content to this day, and have donated over $6 million to charitable organizations. This was partly because Bella became a self-made billionaire at a young age. However, a chocolate factory pales in comparison to a private island. Chandler, a team member from MrBeast, who you probably recognize, won a private island worth over $800,000 in August 2020. The video features 10 distinct challenges, culminating in a dramatic final vote between Carl and Chandler. As it was a tie, a contestant had to draw a name from a box to determine the winner. Chandler's name was pulled. The island, formerly known as GoatPeople Island in the Bahamas, was renamed Chef Island, or Isla Chef in Spanish, by Chandler. Not much was known about it until a month later. Iraq's followers were encouraged to comment on MrBeast's latest video, suggesting that Chandler should accept a particular challenge. After the internet was flooded by Iraq's fanbase for a few days, Chandler responded on Twitter. He clarified that he couldn't keep the island due to tax-related issues, which quickly dampened the excitement around this challenge. Chandler, still a member of MrBeast's team, is flourishing on social media, has his own clothing line, an NFT project, and got married last year. Even though he didn't retain an island he won in a challenge, he seems to be doing well. On another note, Silas, a YouTuber with modest subscribers before a MrBeast challenge, clinched a 2020 challenge, earning 1 million subscribers. His fame skyrocketed, and he now pulls in over $1 million in YouTube ad revenue. In another MrBeast challenge, Sack, known for his magic videos, won a $1 million hide-and-seek game. He utilized the prize money to donate to charities, pay off student debts, hand out prizes, and give away bitcoins. Out of the $1 million, he spent $850,000, and the remaining $150,000 was awarded to the winner of another one of his challenges. While Sack's astounding win is still fresh in our minds, let's not forget about another thrilling victory. A Danish player also seized a cool $1 million in MrBeast's Fortnite tournament. What an unbelievable feat, boosting his already significant competitive earnings to a whopping $1.54 million. This challenge became an iconic collaboration between MrBeast and Fortnite. And guess what? MrBeast even landed his own personalized game items. Talk about cementing your legacy. Yeah, it's worth noting, the contest rules were somewhat unconventional for MrBeast. While the victor pocketed $1 million, the remaining top 100 players merely received a golden umbrella. Slightly underwhelming, don't you think? The array of games during the tournament had everyone on the edge of their seats, with exhilarating rounds like red light, green light, and the floor is lava. NSL's strategy and skill shown, ultimately earning a nail-biting victory in overtime. Today, NSL is still killing it at the top levels of Fortnite, and he's got an extra $1 million to plan his future with. But the emotional roller coaster doesn't stop there. In December 2019, Mark's life took a wild turn. At an all-time low, jobless and reliant on his wife for financial support, Mark felt a spiritual push to purchase MrBeast Merc, a decision that would change everything. Despite a failed transaction, Mark stumbled upon an entry for a $1 million sweepstakes. And after what can only be described as destiny, Mark found himself enduring a stationary bike challenge, where he made a heartfelt promise to a fellow contestant. When Mark ultimately triumphed, he kept his word, gifting the runner-up $50,000. "I always believed in you," he exclaimed. Interestingly, Mark splurged his winnings in another MrBeast video, going all out on electronics, cars, a ring for his wife, YouTube gear, and more. Although he embarked on a YouTube journey, it seems he struggled with consistency, leaving his channel dormant for months. Then there's Harry from The Sidemen. He clinched one of MrBeast's grandest prizes, a jaw-dropping $2.5 million jet. Overcoming popular creators like Ice Show Speed and Laser Beam, Harry endured nearly 19 straight hours of keeping his hand on the prize. But to the disappointment of many, the jet never saw a dedicated video. Rumor has it he had to settle for the cash equivalent due to the jet's maintenance costs. It's been radio silence for nearly 3 years on Harry's channel, but he hinted at a comeback on his secondary channel while consistently producing content for The Sidemen. What a wild ride these creators have been on.